Hi everyone, Happy New Year and welcome to the Sunshine Fairies video. My name is Chitra and I am currently a student at Bucknell University majoring in International Relations. The video is a little bit different from other videos. I am going to share you a little bit about how to rise and shine in 2024, and I want you to feel joy and prosperity and happiness in your 2024 because it's New Year. It's time to reset. It's time to let go of the past and rebuild and working on improving ourselves every day. And I'm very excited to share you about my tips, which I call the 3 R's, and I can't wait. So let's get to that together. Please stay until the end because the last tip that I will be providing is basically on the New Year resolution. I will be stating reason why we don't need New Year resolution, because we don't need them. I mean, for some people, if you prefer a New Year resolution, it works for you, yes, but I'll get to that later, so let's get started. Alright everyone, the first R is Sorry, it's the curtain. Alright everyone, the first R is reflect. Let me tell you a scenario so that it will be a good example for you to understand it deeply. Imagine yourself. Have you ever experienced a time where you were like, oh wait, I felt this before. I felt this anger before. I felt pain like this before. And that is when you start to realize that, because this is a repeated action, it makes you feel something, it affects you in different ways. So then you start to realize that you're reflecting upon the past events that occur in your life and how it affects you. So that's right, we can't change without reflecting on our past mistakes and failures or success. We need that in order to go on forward with our life, because they are important lessons for us to learn and for us to understand, to know what's right and what's wrong. So take a moment to think back and reflect on your 2023. So I have different prompts for you, and I've actually done this already. I created a sheet for myself and I shared with my relatives, and they really like it a lot. So I'll attach the link of the sheet below so that you can have access to it as well and make your own reflection. But if you don't need the sheet right now, we can go over the reflection prompts together. So firstly, we want to think about highlights of your life, highlights of 2023. What were some of your highlights? Because highlights gave us basically a reason to live, right? Because we know that there's going to be always something new, something that's always going to brighten the mood, that's going to help us feel joy in our life, and that is the highlights of your 2023. So think about that. You can write down or you can just think about it for a moment. And now I wanted you to think about moments in 2023 that had the biggest impact on your identity or just basically yourself generally. Because as we grow older, we start to realize how we are influenced by our childhood, our environment, and the people that surround us. So we want to know those factors that go into our identity. And it's going to help us a lot on how to improve ourselves, surround ourselves with people and with the environment that's going to help us grow best. So think about that for a moment. Then this is a fun prompt, so you can try to think about places that you have visited in 2023. I think this is such a really fun prompt, because when you think about places you have visited, you think about those moments again, those people that you have visited the place with, and how you feel during the time. So it gives you a lot of memories that you had before at that place, because when we went to different places, we started to get a new perspective on how we looked at the world, and that is crucial to our identity. And then this is such a really good prompt as well. I really like it. List all the people that you are very grateful for in 2023 and send them a message. So this is what I did just yesterday. I created a poster and I drew a sun and basically decorated a little bit, and I was basically just saying, oh, if you receive this message, that means the fairy is blessing you, is giving you his blessings. So it was really fun. I had a lot of fun drawing and decorating that, and the people that I sent, they were very appreciative of that. So that makes me really happy, and I wanted you to do that too, so you can basically remember the moment and remember people that you always appreciate, because we don't know how long we can stay in this planet. So it's very crucial and important to always say thank you and express our gratitude to people that we love. The next prompt, I like this one as well. List your 2023 wins, basically all moments of victory. So you have to like put that down, even though it's little win, even though it's just I grow a plant, I water it every day. It's little win, just like that. I didn't grow a plant, but like I work on my dancing. I dance a lot, and I thought it's victorious for me because I like dancing, and I can see that I'm improving myself. That is little win too, you see? You can find little wins in your life every day. It's all there. You just have to think about it and put it down, you know? Always be proud of those moments because they are a part of you. They help you to become the person you want to be. So be proud of your moments. Next one is a little tough, but think about tough moments in 2023 that it was really hard for you to go through it, and same as for me and you, we both had it together, and it was really tough for me as well to go through 2023. Like the toughest moment was just leaving Cambodia and going to the United States to study all alone, and I was really scared on a plane alone, and I'm really like an anxious person, honestly. If you ask my friend, everyone's going to say I'm very anxious. Yeah, so think about all those moments, and you should be proud of them too, of going through them, because they made you become a stronger person mentally and physically. We can do this together. We've got this. Okay, the next one. This prompt is actually, if you can see, they are a little bit like sequential. The next one is basically to think about life lesson you've learned in 2023. You see, after the hard moment, what were the life lessons you have learned from them? I basically wrote a few quotes and I can share too. So one of my life lesson in 2023 is patience is the key to reward. So I'm such an impatient person. Whenever I want an answer to something, I'm always like, oh, let's get it, let's try to get that, and I spend like hours on that just to find answer. But sometimes it doesn't work, and it's really frustrating because I couldn't get the answer, and my desire was fueling for that answer basically. So it's really difficult, but I have to learn to be more patient. That's the way to go through life, you know, because I can't have answer to everything. Everything is really uncertain, but we're going through life together, so we should teach each other along the way. Then this is the last prompt. I really like it too, because after the hard moment, now you are able to reflect on what are some aspects of your life in 2024 that you want to improve. You can see this a little bit because it's actually like a little hint toward your goals in 2024, but I'm not calling it New Year resolution. We're not calling it New Year resolution. We'll find something better than New Year solution so we can stick through it together. I can share some of aspects I want to work in 2024. Mostly it's social media. The reason is that I left my friends in Cambodia in 2023, and it was such an emotional and sad feeling, because it was like leaving your comfort zone and your home that you have like been through like for your entire life, and coming to college I haven't really found friends that like don't get me wrong, there are a lot of people that are nice in college, but I haven't found friends that I can be very close with yet. So okay, now we are done with this one but I wanted to state a little bit about how you can help yourself to reflect upon those prompts that I've provided you if you don't know how to do that, and if you, because like it feels like everything's going on a lot, you had a lot on your plate, and I would suggest you scrolling through your photos or recordings or songs and just think about those moments. I feel like that's going to really help you a lot with remembering moments in 2023. You can also try texting your friend or discussing with your family. Maybe you could like think about moments where you didn't even realize, for example, like they laughed so loud at like your joke, and like that joke really had a big impact in the family. Now it becomes something like a ritual where they think about it, they would just laugh. You see, those small moments actually had impact, and you are generating impact every day. So yeah, give yourself applause for that. So the next R is reset. Woohoo! Who doesn't love to reset? I love to reset too. I love to reset my life so that I can be clear with my past and go on with my future. Okay, let's talk about reset. So there are 3 ways that I want you to reset in your life. One is personal, Second is emotional, and third is social media. It's not social media, guys, it's social. So first, personal, emotional, then social. Let's go into each of them separately. So emotional, this is kind of like a reflection too, but it's like resetting now because we are done with reflecting. Now we are trying to reset. So think about moment in 2023 where you had like big emotion, anger or frustration or upset. Basically those emotions. So those emotions can be emotions that impact your friendship or the people that you loved, or impact the energy of your group, or basically impacting yourself. So yeah, it doesn't really matter, but like the big emotions that you have is crucial in resetting this emotional aspect of your life. And then reflect a little bit about how you dealt with those emotions. Did you go and like hit the wall? Did you basically shout at your friends? Did you basically go and kick the tree? Did you go and do laundry and do chores? So think about how you dealt with those big emotions, and think about how they were successful or not. And if they're not successful, how can you go and approach it better? So this is a time for reset your emotion. Let go of the unsuccessful way of dealing with your emotion in the past and focus on how you can better deal with those emotions in the present right now. So for example, in 2024, I'm not saying you should go and change like your emotion or invalidating your anger or your sadness. It's not about that. It's about how we can better approach those emotions. You have to remember that what happened doesn't matter, but how you react to it does matter a lot. So for example, in 2023, whenever I was angry, it would affect my friends a lot because I would blast it all out on my friends, which is not really nice. It had a big impact on my identity too, and made me really rely on other people whenever I'm angry or mad. So another way of approaching it would be to basically be with myself, take some time to process those emotions, thinking about if it's valid or not to feel angry, and if it's valid, thinking about, okay, now I'm feeling anger and I'm accepting it. So how can I make myself feel better, whether it's go to have a sip of tea or to go do some chore or listen to some music, and then have a little talk with that person later. So this would be an ideal way of approaching anger, and I know like all of us wouldn't be able to like do this, but it takes a lot of practice. So we're not trying to be perfect, but we're trying to make progress in order to become better. So therefore we should try to take this approach. If another approach works for you, you can comment down below and stick to that approach. Like anything is welcome if it helps you to feel a lot better in 2024. Okay, now we move on to the next aspect of resetting. This is resetting personal aspect of your life, which include mental and physical health. So resetting mental health has really big benefits because it helps you like clear your minds, and it helps you to feel at peace. We need our mental health and mental strength in order to help us deal with tough times like what we did in 2023, and we are going to stick to it. Mental health resetting can include get enough sleep and stick to a routine. So in 2024, what you should do is need like a sleeping schedule. In 2024, make sure to stick to your schedule, and if you run behind for 1 day or 2 days, make sure to like get back to it, because we want to make it a habit if we do it for 21 days. So if we mess it up in a week, then it's going to be totally ruined. So we have to get back on track, get enough sleep, and stick to routine. Next tip for mental health resetting is basically go off screen a little bit. You don't realize how much social media I've used between August to December in 2023, because I have to update my friends on my life and I had to like chit chat with them, and I look on social media because I need like validation of my struggle that I'm going through right now, like going away from home. So like I found many reels about missing your friends and stuff like that, and that's why it kept me on social media for such a long time. So taking time off screen is going to help a lot with make sure that you are more in tune with your emotional well-being and mental health well-being. Like basically body scan is like, I am with myself right now and I'm feeling this way because of this, and I am going to try to help myself get out of that loop by doing this. It helps a lot with seeing more of yourself, like thinking about yourself more rather than looking at other people's life. Now we have more focus on our life, which is very helpful for us in order to grow. The last tip for mental health resetting is to journal and to start creating a list of gratitude. This is going to help a lot with understanding our values in life. It helps with like remembering what make you feel thankful for, because it's special to have like people who love us and who support us along the way all the time. And we need to really appreciate those and take those into account like every day, because it's very crucial to have those people and those support in life. Because I remember I wouldn't be able to like get out of that without enough support from people that really love me. So journal and start a gratitude list really helps a lot with resetting mental health. Now let's move on to physical resetting. Physical resetting can take form in many ways. This includes going for a walk, shower, exercising, cooking for ourselves, and so forth. It's important to keep our body moving all the time as well, to see if there's any point where you feel pain, or to feel your body, is your neck cracking, just all of those stuff. Because our body really helps us a lot to function throughout our day, and in our life it has been through so much just like us, so it needs time to be able to reset as well. Now we move on to our last aspect of personal resetting, which is social media. It shapes how we view the world, and what you view from social media really has a lot of impact on how you think and how you perceive of yourself or other people around you. So that's why it's important to go through your subscription list newsletter and to see what's still worthwhile for you to consume and what's not worthwhile anymore. Unfollow them, because our value changes all the time. So we have to see, are they still worthwhile consuming or are they not? So I would suggest you take a day in order to think about it and start unsubscribing to those newsletter or people or accounts that you don't feel like they are helping you anymore. So this is a good way to also clean your memory as well, is you should go through your phone's photo and videos and computer files too, and look at like what files or photos that are duplicated or appear in like a multiple shots. Basically you can just keep one and like delete the rest, find the best photo of yourself. That's a good way to clean your memory too. I'm also scared of like basically deleting photo. I'll be like, oh no, this is me, like I am deleting my photo, oh my gosh, like in this moment I was so dramatic, I look so good. But no, you look good, okay? You look good all the time, even out of photos. So it's okay to delete those photos. What really matters a lot is not you in the photo, basically. It's the place that you've been to and how you feel being with like the people you love in those moments. So it's all right, okay? Don't make it a huge drama just like me. It's okay, go ahead and delete those photos. It's going to clean your storage as well. We have come to our last R, which is restarting. Okay, I'm not saying you should go restart your computer, your devices, all of those. No, we are restarting our life in 2024 and we'll make it a better life. Okay, so here's the reason why you shouldn't keep a resolution, and I don't suggest myself to keep a resolution again, because I was basically falling into this hype of new resolution. I'm so excited of like starting my new life. I'm like, okay, it's going to be perfect, a perfect year. But hear me out, okay? Like after 2 or 3 months, I don't feel like I am following those new resolution anymore. I feel like they're not even at the back of my mind. Like right now, I don't even remember my 2023 New Year resolution until I would go back and look at it. So it's really hard for me to understand what's really important and what my value are. So I find it really hard to create a New Year resolution, then stick to it throughout the year. And I would like, trust me, like I would create different goals in like August, September, November, and then I would like forget about my new resolution, and that happens a lot, honestly. So another way that I would suggest you doing in order to stick to your goal better is firstly think about the person that you want to become. So for me, for example, I want to become a great dancer. So now think about how you will get there. So for example, I said that I want to become a great dancer. I want to become a great dancer, and to get there I would have to work a lot on learning new choreography and choreographing my own moves. Now think about frequency. How much time do you want to put and dedicate toward doing that? So for me, let's say I want to become a great dancer, and in order to do that I would have to learn new choreography and start choreographing new moves. My frequency of doing that would be learning a new move every week and choreographing my own dance routine every month. So that is a very great way in order to keep up with yourself and to stick with your goals, because you know that you're keeping it a routine, right? Yes, that's the key: routine, habit, and routine. In order to reach my goal of becoming a great dancer, I will have to start my habit of learning new choreography and creating dance routines. And I'm already on the path of doing that, so it becomes a routine for myself already. This inspiration really keeps me going, because like it's like whenever I'm falling back, I would be like, oh, I want to become a great dancer. Great dancer. That's an identity. And it's enough information too. Like when I reach my goal, I'm like, I'm a great dancer. Yep, I'm a great dancer. So yeah, that's how I keep track with myself, and that's how I'm going to do it in 2024. And I will still update you, and I'm sure this is going to work. For that is the reason why I don't suggest you keeping a New Year resolution, because I know it's not going to stick and it's not going to go well in the end, because you're going to forget about it. Your resolution is like your infatuation. You love that person and now you forget about them. But sensitive in frequency is like your loved one. Like, I love my partner, I'm going to take care of them every day. It's like that, and we're going to make it work in 2024. So thank you so much for listening and sticking with me throughout this whole video. I really appreciate it, and I just feel so much special. I wish you all a lovely happy new year, and I wish you all the best in pursuing your goals. And I'm really proud of you for making through 2023, and I wish you all the best in achieving those goals in 2024 with so much love. Thank you so much. Fairy dust. Pew!